a Shawn Mendes pass, straight men en masse, and a cure up the ass. Coming up today on The Point.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas me faire? Tu me fais pas peur. Plus de souper avec tes parents.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to
See
what?
what happens.
Yes, Tito?
What does happen? Tell me.
Do you want to introduce who's on
Today we have Miss Faye Tality, Queen of the World.
Yeah.
Beyonce?
And who else is back with us?
We also have another Adam.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? Yeah,
Adam and Adam.
Guest co-host Adam
Amazing.
Fawns is back with us today.
And then we have this bitch who's always here.
Yeah,
Hi,
she's
everybody.
always here. Let's jump into it. Talking point number one, playing gay. Okay.
Me.
So, what?
Yeah, I've been playing this whole time.
Academy Award
Into
goes
the
to
bed.
So, this subject of straight actors playing gay and gay actors playing straight has come up
we've
again
come up a few
because
times. We've talked about this a few
Yeah.
times, yeah.
Andrew Scott, openly gay actor, has warned against, and he's the guy on the left there, has warned against calls for only LGBT actors to play gay roles. So what he said was, the most important thing is that you have a real chemistry with the person you're playing opposite. So I think it's dangerous territory to go down sometimes, to think that we're only allowed to play our own, not just our own sexuality, but our own nationality or identity, that we're only allowed to represent things that are within our experience. That's not what audiences go to see. At the same time, a straight actor by the name of Takaya Honda,
Is it that other guy?
who's the other guy, he's straight but plays a gay character, a boyfriend, on the Australian soap Neighbours. We get asked more often than I think we should, what's it like to play a gay character as a straight actor? Do you find it difficult? He said, our jobs as actors is to communicate a story by adopting the lives of the characters we play. Who they are attracted to is only one part of who they are. Everyone understands love, and most have an intimate understanding of what true romantic love is. As a straight actor who has played gay characters, what do you
And
think?
an Australian.
And an Australian.
Hey.
Have you ever been on Neighbours?
No, they kicked me off set quite a few times.
Oh, okay.
The auditions didn't go well.
Yeah. What do you think about these calls to for have straight actors not play gay roles, for gay actors? What do you think?
I guess it's very similar to what people are saying about Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian role in those kind of things. It's like, all right, it's not the same thing. There's people who could play it better than you. With gay actors playing those roles, there's probably people who could play it better. But it's very... there's something you can do in the training. There's something you can do to adapt to a character and understand, like they were saying, the love that someone else feels for someone else. I think it's possible. I don't know if we're getting people out of roles in the same way that race does and other things like that. So I know it's a hard line call. When I did a music video recently and played that, it was great.
You played a gay character.
Yeah, that's right. And so it was great for me to be able to look at that story and see what happened and see, as much as there's different, there's also commonality. This guy lost someone he loved, and so you look into the backstory and you see what the characters feel. I didn't feel much different there, but...
Well, what's interesting is that when I booked you on this show, Tito, who has seen the music video, the music video is called Silver Light. The recording artist is Frederick, not me. I'm Fred. Not Frederick is the. But Tito, who has seen the video, said, "Why is Adam coming on? We need a straight guy." Because he had only seen the video and...
Right. No, I remember you telling me he was straight edge.
It was
So is that not the whole point, is that just like a little different from the Scarlett Johansson thing, where it was an Asian character and she's not an Asian person.
Right, I think
so
that's
they're changing the representation of that character. The representation of a gay character is still there, whether or not the person playing the role is or not. Has nothing to do with it. If you're going in and you're doing like what they did in the Stonewall movie, where it was like a Midwestern white guy.
They changed the actual character.
So the representation changes, and therefore the proper representation of the people and their stories are not being put on screen. But when it comes to sexuality, it doesn't matter what the person playing the role's sexuality is. What's important is the representation on the screen, and the gay community is still getting that representation, which they should, because there's wonderful stories that need to be told and explored.
I mean, look at Darren Criss in Glee. I mean, just he was a straight, like we talked about before. He was a straight actor and he played a gay role, and I feel like that his entire character and his relationship in that show really actually changed a lot of people.
Yeah.
But he now says he will never if offered a gay role, he would turn it down because he doesn't want to take gay roles away from.
That wasn't Darren Criss.
Yeah, it was after the Versace Golden Globe win.
I thought it was Will and Grace guy.
No, he said
he said he probably wouldn't have taken the role now, even though he did 20 years ago.
But do you think it's interesting because a survey was done. A poll has found that a large majority of people believe straight actors should be able to play gay roles. The poll was by YouGov. 70% of respondents believe that a straight actor playing a gay role is totally fine.
It's like the way that a gay actor playing a straight role is absolutely fine and
right,
should be absolutely fine.
And like 50 Shades of Grey. Originally, what's the guy's name? Matt Bomer or something like that. He wanted to play the guy in the 50 Shades of Grey, but the author of the book was just like no, because he's gay. They wanted a straight.
Well, I mean that's a bad situation, and that's wrong.
And it's a bad movie.
Well, he plays a straight.
Yes, so he dodged the bullet.
Fair enough, but it should be whoever can play whatever.
Yes, 100%, and that's also just it's dumb because he's played a multitude of different straight characters.
Right. I mean, the reason why I brought up you in the music video is because you were so convincing in the role that an assumption was made
broke Tito's heart.
That you broke Tito's heart, as opposed to me who broke his soul. To me, isn't that what acting is? Where you get into a role and you make the audience believe you are the character.
Yes. So I think what you're saying about representation, yes, as long as I represented it accurately, and if it was believed and it wasn't taken in like a straight skew, like I wasn't making it like douchey or broy or anything like that, that's
You
fine.
also didn't be like...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was really just focusing on the story between the two characters, right? But I guess if on that other slant, if I'm taking roles away from gay actors, there was gay actors who auditioned for it, I guess. If I'm taking roles away from them, if straight actors are doing that, I guess that's another angle to it. I don't know if that's an industry issue.
You're not asking somebody,
if they're gay
are
or
you
straight.
gay or not in
At
an
the
audition. You know what I mean? So like there's really, I mean, other than the fact that we know way too much about everybody in society now,
Right.
like you shouldn't know whether somebody's gay or straight or not. So in my mind, and maybe it may be a little naive, and I will admit to that, it's the people who aren't getting those roles is not because they're gay. They're not getting it because they're not as good.
Because
for the
someone's
role.
not
ready.
You know what I mean?
They're not
And
ready,
there's a lot of different elements to when you're casting something, whether somebody has the right chemistry, the right look that you want, the right,
Distinct.
presence. Like there's so many like almost indescribable things that I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of knowing too much about people, Shawn Mendes.
Me.
In a new interview, Shawn Mendes broke his silence about what it's like when people speculate about your sexuality. He spoke with The Guardian.
Good looking guy.
This was part of a Calvin Klein ad campaign that he did. But he said that people speculating about whether or not he is gay is hurtful. He says, that's why I was so angry. You can see that I still get riled up because I don't think people understand that when you come at me about something that's stupid, you hurt so many other people. Because he came out publicly in support of his friend, Teddy Geiger, who had come out as transgender. So he says it's hurtful for people to keep speculating and thinking that he's gay.
It's not. It's his insecurities that are
Yes.
the issue here, right? Because he's insecure,
That
and
doesn't look like
therefore-
insecurity.
Wow, fair enough.
He's also
But
getting paid for
He's
that, so.
insecure, and he, in that insecurity, is harboring some homophobia.
Yep.
And that is why there's a problem. Like, there are a lot of people have thought that I was gay or asked if I was gay or whatever at a bunch of different times in my life, largely because of my love of musical theater, but fair enough. And it's like, no, I'm fine. Like, because there's nothing wrong with being gay, so it doesn't harm me. It doesn't affect me. It's not something that I have a problem with. And I know I'm confident in who I am, and I love gay people because they're
Yeah,
human
but I
beings.
think
There's no problem.
he
you know?
means the fact that people take it so negatively that you have to call someone out and you have to like get someone out of the closet. Like that's why I feel like he says it's harmful to other people.
But like,
It's an
to
interesting point. I'm not
me,
sure that's
the
how he's
to
communicating
me
it to
the
me.
like gay community or whatever wants to put that on him and like get him to like whatever come out of the closet or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's more so to me more a compliment. Like we clearly think you're so fucking hot
Right,
that
yes.
we want you to be on our side.
Yes.
Like to me, that's what it is. And like no, like to
But
me.
when you have your
it's-
whole career being like, you're gay, like you're being told you're gay. You're not being asked, you know.
Okay. I had fag engraved on my locker in high school. That's hurtful. This is not hurtful. This is a compliment. Shawn Mendes, sit the fuck down.
I'm offended by the stereotype that all gay people have to be good looking.
It's coming from you.
There's a lot of gay uggos out there, and we support you. We support you.
I am right here. Hi, what's up? I look like an old baby. It's fine. I get it.
Okay, now it's time for Tito's midpoint.
No mercy, baby.
This week we're playing On Point. This week it's not about fashion. I'm gonna give you a couple of instances in which you will definitely have opinions on. And you're gonna
ever
have
have
to
an
say if
opinion
you think it's on point or off. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Fanny packs.
On point.
No.
Off point.
What's wrong with you?
They're in now, but they're never.
Wait, how are fanny packs on point?
I love it.
I love
What?
I love it.
What?
I'm so sick of carrying my book bag around.
Your book bag? A
Put
fanny
shit
pack
in your
is
pocket.
No, because then it's uncomfortable. Like,
Stop
okay,
being a hipster
but
with
like,
pants that are painted on.
okay, but like, I most of the time carry my book bag literally because my wallet is in it. That's the only reason I have the
I
book
don't
bag
even
is
carry
because my
a
wallet.
What about your pocket? Like your coat pocket?
No, I'm too scared that someone's gonna come along and take it.
So you tie it around your waist and a whole
Get-
bigger bag.
And yes.
Whereas no one at all is going to take your
Well-
fanny pack.
Maybe they think this
But
person's
that's
got
gonna
enough
be harder.
problems.
But that's gonna be harder for you to take my fanny back. Over,
No, I was saying they
over
don't
it.
want to. No.
No, that's true.
It would be easier to take his fanny pack than his fanny.
I don't have a fanny.
Do you like fanny packs?
What?
No, you like.
No.
You don't like them. You like.
Oh, you
them.
do?
Why
She
do you
was
want
on
them?
point.
Yeah,
That's on point.
love.
Why do you want fanny
These
packs?
are cute. I don't know. I want like a pink one with rhinestones.
Of course.
Okay, for you, a pink one with rhinestones. Okay, I would accept that.
Faye might be able to make it
Yeah,
work.
she would make it work.
Be an 80s bag.
Dating a friend's ex.
Dating a friend's ex.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends.
It depends. Like you have to talk to your friend first.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
close are you and the friend?
If you allow them.
How serious was the relationship?
But would you, or would you, would absolutely not, or like would you?
No, I think you
maybe?
can.
Yeah.
I think you can under
can.
certain circumstances.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's I don't know.
Oh,
that
you're on the
maybe
line.
Is, yeah.
Some people like
camera do I aim?
girl
It's
code.
gonna go down the middle.
Yeah.
Well, for some girls, yeah, it's like girl code. Like there's no way in hell I would ever do that, you know. So,
You wouldn't?
oh, I would probably.
I have.
I mean, it depends.
Let's-
Like,
Let's
depends
also
on
be
the guy.
real. It's not so much dating with you than
Yeah.
it is just a dirty hookup.
Excuse me.
No, his hookups are very clean.
But there's a lot
No,
of
they are not. All right.
Not anymore. He's in a beautiful relationship. It's a problem.
Love. Love you, baby. Next, we have cargo shorts. I fucking hate cargo shorts so much. I don't care how straight you are. They're ugly. Take them off.
I hate the fact that
I don't remember what
people
cargo
don't
shorts
like
are.
cargo shorts anymore. Cargo shorts,
They're shorts
you
with
want
a bunch of
pockets to
pockets
put your
in them.
wallet?
So many
Cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts.
Yeah.
They're comfortable. They look good.
How about
They-
the ones that are pants that you
Yeah,
just
zipped
zip
off. Yeah,
up?
those are so
Disgusting.
No, and they have like kind of this military.
It's like
look.
that great line from Superbad where it's like, nobody's gotten a hand job in cargo shorts since Nom.
Then wear camo pants. Like camo pants are cuter than cargo shorts.
I love cargo shorts, but
Terrible.
he won't let me wear them.
They're terrible.
I like them.
I mean, I'm sure there's a good
No,
cargo.
there's none.
Probably not a good implementation. They're
I
just
wonder if
functional.
there's like a
They're
skinny.
so-
They're functional.
And they're comfortable.
Yeah. So I don't have to care what they look like because they're on me until I have to look down to get something. Like, that's what it looks like.
To me, it's
But
like
it's
pajama pants. Like I have a couple of different pairs. They're both, well, actually, one of them's kind of all right. But I wouldn't want other people really to see me wearing them. But they're there strictly for comfort. It's for its function. Is not necessarily.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing pajama pants outside.
Some people
Why
do.
not?
Right, but
Some
I'm saying
people
if
do.
it
I've
was
given
strictly
up.
for-
That's what I'm
If it was
doing.
strictly for fashion, you could wear shorts that were better than cargo shorts, but you wear cargo shorts for the utility of them,
True.
largely.
For my tool.
Yeah.
Next.
You all given up.
Avocado toast.
Okay, dumb.
I love avocado toast.
Whatever, it's just avocado
It's
on toast.
smushed avocado on a piece of toast, and it's $10. Like how? Why?
Avocados are expensive.
No, not that expensive. No.
Some days I wake up on a
Heated
Sunday
ones.
hungover. I don't want to smush things. I don't want to do it. I get someone
I
else
like
to
to
do it.
smush things on Sunday morning.
Nice Sunday morning smush.
That was on point.
Next.
Masturbating while in a relationship.
Oh, on point.
Yeah.
On point.
Well, of course.
We
why
do
not?
that when we're like infants.
You
So
masturbate
yes,
together?
we are
If you-
doing that.
If you can't masturbate when you're in a relationship, there are some underlying sexual issues that are going to cause troubles in your relationship later on.
No,
Yeah,
but
like
why?
when I was younger, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like if I'm with somebody, then I have somebody to do that with. I don't
Right,
have to do it
exactly.
myself.
Yeah, it's more fun, but it's a different experience. It's part of sexuality. It's not the
Side
same.
point to that then, watching porn in a relationship.
Yeah, it's
Especially if
very
you're going to masturbate.
Well,
If it's by yourself, then yeah,
watching
you're
porn
gonna-
together.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I also just like masturbating more than sex.
Yeah.
God
I need
bless.
to find you some better dudes.
I know.
Like,
It's
come
not
on,
great.
man.
It's not
I
great.
just want a human.
Next.
Car air fresheners. I fucking hate
Oh,
car
no.
air fresheners.
No.
They make everything so.
They never smell.
I feel so nauseous.
They smell fake. They
A
always
good
smell
friend
fake.
of mine has one that actually smells really good. So I just because of that, I
That
would have
one
been
person.
off point. It's Sarah, yeah, and I will put this
yeah.
one on point.
No, it's
Although
always
actually she has
those
two of them.
tiny
One of them is
pine
terrible.
trees. Oh,
Do you
the
know
worst.
where we can get these? Where can we
I
source
don't know.
these?
I don't even have.
Yeah.
Because there's a few Uber drivers I need to suggest.
No, yeah. Well,
Right?
no. The worst is when
Leave
they
that as a
have the
rating.
thing, and then you have to open the window to get rid of the air freshener smell.
For me, it's cologne on Uber drivers. That when they like bathe in
Really
it, you're
strong
like,
cologne.
that's too much. It's too much.
Okay, Tito.
Socks with sandals.
No.
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 Yeah. I mean, even with gross feet, you shouldn't.
No, that's a
Do it
no-go.
yourself.
Even with gross feet, just let me see your feet.
Yeah.
it's so
Even if toenail fungus.
Yeah.
No socks with.
I like that we're all unified on this.
Yeah, that's the one we got.
I saw somebody with socks and Crocs. I was like, no.
Wow.
Crocs alone
Stop
are red
it. I was like,
flags.
stop.
I almost put Crocs on the list. Light fixtures with the fan attached. I hate them.
Oh yeah. Why do you hate
Ceiling
them?
fan?
They're just recycling the hot air. Like, come
love
on.
No, that's a ceiling fan. I mean, ceiling fans
Give
in
me-
general.
give me some AC.
I feel like you misunderstand
No.
the technology here.
No, give me some AC. Yes, but sometimes it's not.
You don't need a.
You don't need AC.
You
You
don't
just
need
need a little
little
whoosh.
So I think the fan came before the AC.
And it's just like
Yes.
spinning the dust everywhere. Like, I don't need
clean
that.
your apartment.
Jeez, get a dust off.
Who the hell's gonna go and clean their
Here's the thing. I'm
fan?
gonna say off point because I think that often overhead direct lighting is gross.
No,
and you
but it's
said
not-
fan with the lights attached.
But his-
The light, yeah,
So
it's
I
a light
will give
fixture
you-
with the fan.
Yes,
thing.
but
I
you're
will give
really
you that.
your issue is the ceiling fan, not the light.
I had
my
those.
Yeah,
issue with
just
the
like
light, not the
together.
fan.
You should just assume.
I had those
didn't
growing
have
up,
it
and I loved them. I
Yeah,
love ceiling fans. I
Sometimes,
miss it.
Like it's like
in
you're-
the dead of
especially-
winter, I'll have the
right,
ceiling fan
Like
on.
in
Like,
the
I
bedroom,
love
like
it.
sometimes the bedroom gets stuffy.
Yeah, spin
And then
up.
it just a little whoosh.
Open a window.
Like
What
we
if
would
you
have
don't-
them, like we would have them
what if
so
you
much
don't
that
do
if you turn it up all the
Then
way, it
you're
would start
poor.
to click.
Like,
as
where
it's
are you
going
living?
around,
In
and
a
it's just
box?
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Tito, for today's midpoint.
Woo!
No mercy, baby.
And now it's time for talking point number 2, cuddle buddies.
Cuddle buddies. Sorry.
Yes, so a new trend has started, actually based out of, it started in Philadelphia. Straight men are forming cuddle groups to cuddle with other men. Not sexual, not anything it's just hugs. And it's called the Men's Therapeutic Cuddle Group. And it is a way, some of the men feel disconnected from their own bodies because of sexual assault or physical abuse. Others just crave positive intimacy and physical affection without the pressures of attraction, homophobia, or sex. And it's a way, they say, to combat toxic masculinity. So,
Love it.
what do you think?
Great.
Totally down.
Let's have one.
Probably do the job.
Would you go to a cuddle group?
I probably don't feel like I need to, but if I know it's going to help someone, sure. But I think that's because I'm comfortable enough hugging a dude and I don't have those problems. But I know other people are very obstinate and they probably have homophobia issues because of these kind of things and they need more contact like that.
Yeah.
So go for it.
I mean, I wouldn't go again just because I have lots of cuddles with Laura or my cat in my life, so I'm good. But were I seeking the kind of physical connection, then absolutely, I think it's a great idea, and I would if that was something I needed in my life. 100%, I think it's a great idea.
What I think is interesting is that there was a lot of media coverage around this, but one of the articles, one of the media entities that covered this was Breitbart, which is a right-wing news site.
News.
Yeah.
Well, what was interesting to me is the article there isn't an explicit, making fun of it, but it was sort of pointing it out that, they're trying to end toxic masculinity, right? I just felt that there was an underlying... Do you... Here's my thing. My feeling is you two don't need it, and yet you're all for it. My feeling is most people who need this would never go to it.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you think Breitbart did this story just because Steve Bannon needed to get hugs?
Probably.
But that's the thing. How do you then propose to someone that they need to go do this
I
en
don't-
masse?
I feel
What's
like
the
but I
marketing
mean,
plan?
people are
clearly
all
it's
just
working for some
friends
people.
and just
Sure.
created
Is
a group.
that a lot of people are
to
already
make
going
it-
to do it?
But I mean, even if it's
Thing.
not that they're friends, I mean, they're, there have been times in my life where I've been incredibly lonely and just, again, it's
You're
not
not
a
gonna
sexual
join a random
thing.
group to cuddle someone.
I mean,
First of
clearly
all, that
they are,
happens all
though.
the
That's
time.
the
See,
thing. They do it.
I
They're
feel-
talking about
do
just
they know
dudes,
each other?
but there are other
do
groups
now.
that are
do now.
multiple, multiple genders and things like that. Like the idea of cuddle parties is not a new thing at all. This is like a straight dudes just. Or,
I need the backstory to
I
this.
guess I don't know. Did they say straight?
Straight.
Yeah,
But I
just
mean,
cuddling. but
doesn't.
It's non-sexual.
It's non-sexual, and
Yeah.
it welcomes all genders and sexual orientation. But it's meant for a way to combat toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Cute.
Good. I'm glad you.
It has been decided.
It has been decided.
It's cute.
Well, you were talking about Steve Bannon and what he might need. I don't know what. Okay, so.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. So her name is Mariam El Sohel. She is an academic based in Kuwait, and she claims that she has discovered an anal suppository cure for homosexuality.
No.
Quote, I discovered therapeutic suppositories that curb the sexual urges of boys of the third gender, as well as the fourth gender, which is butch lesbians.
Wait, sorry, cure for homosexuality, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. I thought it was a cure for homophobia. Either way, it's nothing. Whatever it is,
She
it's
then
nothing.
concluded the third gender is feminine gay men. She then continued, this is all science, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. The sexual urge develops when a person is sexually attacked, and afterwards it persists because there is an anal worm that feeds on semen. It feeds on
Science.
sperm. So what I did was to produce suppositories which are to be used by certain people at a certain time. It cures those urges by exterminating the worm that feeds on sperm.
This seems like a
The
character.
sperm worm.
Where is this
Hashtag
worm
sperm
coming
worm.
from?
Is this a character?
What
Like a
worm?
Borat character? I forget his name right now, but the actor. Like
Sacha Baron
That's
Sacha
the
Baron
thing.
Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen
So
character.
according to her,
We all have a worm.
the
that's just
reason
there?
why you're gay is because you have this anal worm.
I have a worm,
And you have
okay.
to feed it sperm.
But
But this suppository kills the worm.
so where's the
one
one? Okay, if
swallow.
it's in your anus, is it coming from when you're having sex and the guy comes inside you? Because how is if your testicles are in a different place?
Yeah.
No, from like you have the anal worm and you need to feed it sperm, so you want me to. Right. So it's you're going after
So
other.
literally no tops can ever be cured, is what you're saying.
Well, maybe she doesn't think there are tops. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
And
tops are
this
just
is
giving
science.
open people that are just there to try to help their friends who are needing to feed this worm.
She went on to explain that she invented 2 different suppositories. One suppository for feminine gay men and one for butch lesbians. The ingredients are exactly the same, but they're in different colors.
The red pill, the blue pill, like, come on.
But they're both anally injected.
Yes.
It sounds like the biggest, most constructive step towards this being a solution is if she applied this orally to herself.
Yes. Yes.
would be best.
But hey, you got to give her credit for this.
No, you don't.
She also says that in addition to the suppository, she advises a balanced diet in order to cleanse the body of poisons. So
She is 100% making money off this because you know dumbasses are buying it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
well,
I wish I was as smart as these people.
I mean, Kuwait. Same-sex activity is illegal. The risk of a fine of up to 6 years in
Oh
prison.
my God, she's making so much money.
There are also no anti-discrimination laws for same-sex couples or parenting rights.
If you're doing this in a country in which you
Kuwait-
die for that, then yes, you are definitely making money off the stupidity of other people.
Kuwait is not like it's not a good place for gay people to be. So, are there people who are going to buy into this? I don't.
Yeah, because they're gonna string on to like the only hope that they can like live and survive.
Yep.
The sperm worm.
Sperm
The
worm.
world
The
is
sperm
fucking
worm.
crazy.
Tito, transition us from the anal suppository to what we call Bop of the Week.
Bob of the Week is glowy and it's called Cruel.
And I got rid of the woman. She was looking very. She was looking down on you.
As most people do.
Yeah, well, that's true. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to us on YouTube. YouTube.com/thepointguys. Costs you nothing, helps us greatly. Don't just press the subscribe button. Press the bell, which notifies you every time a new episode is available. You can also take us in your ears with our podcast. Check us out on iTunes for that. If you really want to help us out, go to our crowdfunding site, Patreon, patreon.com/thepointguys, and let us know about your sperm worm by commenting here on YouTube or on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Point Guys.
Wow.
Don't do that. Don't.
We have a new show every
That's right, no
Tuesday.
DMs.
So we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.